The US dollar has posted its biggest monthly gain since 2022, driven by Donald Trump's surge in the polls. While such polling data often carries a margin of error, the outcome of next week's presidential election remains uncertain. However, markets seem to be pricing in a clear Republican victory. Meanwhile, Japan's weekend elections resulted in the ruling coalition losing its parliamentary majority, adding to the global political upheaval. As a result, the US dollar index, measuring the value of the greenback against a basket of 6 major currencies, rose, largely fueled by a tumbling yen. The index reached its highest level in 3 months, but this upside momentum is not just about Japan's political woes. It's primarily due to the economic strength of the US economy, especially when compared to the struggling Eurozone. If this imbalance persists, the euro-dollar pair is likely to extend losses, with the investors continuing to buy the greenback and sell the European currency. Today, the dollar is consolidating within the daily range of 104.20 to 104.60 points, maintaining its strength against major currencies. While the dollar's consolidation provided some stability for the euro, bulls managed to push the price slightly higher within the daily range of 1.0785 to 1.0824. Still, the euro is down more than 3% against the dollar this month, and this may not be the limit. The medium-term downtrend remains intact, with the euro hitting a new low of 1.0760 last week. Inflation expectations in the euro area have risen slightly, suggesting that the European Central Bank may slow the pace of interest rate cuts. It in turn has supported a modest correction in the euro. However, market sentiment suggested that investors remain skeptical about the euro's ability to make a significant recovery, at least for the time being. If the price breaks through and closes below the key technical level of 1.0745, this would confirm that bears are firmly in control. Although there are numerous economic reports scheduled for release this week, they are unlikely to provide a strong boost to the euro. For more information on the timing of these reports and the impact on the currency markets, check out our traders' calendar. As the euro and the dollar battle for economic supremacy, Brent crude is reaching the geopolitical headlines. Following Israel's strikes on Iran over the weekend, tensions in the Middle East have temporarily eased, reassuring investors that a significant escalation may not drastically impact global supply chains. Moreover, Iran's oil infrastructure remains unscathed, has somewhat reduced political risks in the market. Against this background, oil prices have suffered heavy losses. Brent crude has already lost 4.5% today and continues to slide within a daily range of $70.90 to $74 per barrel, with the $70 mark serving the key psychological level. Adding to the downward pressure on the oil is the U.S. announcement that the G7 is preparing a new sanctions package aimed at enforcing the existing price cap on Russian oil. The focus will be on the countries that circumvent or fail to comply with the Western restrictions, and this could push oil prices even lower in the short term. The Russian ruble is caught between opposing forces. In theory, falling oil prices should weaken the currency, while the recent interest rate hike by the Bank of Russia should strengthen it. Notably, last Friday, the Russian regulator surprised markets with an aggressive rate hike, lifting the key rate from 19% to 21%. Although markets anticipated a rate increase to 20%, the more drastic tightening of monetary policy caught many off guard. Even the central bank has acknowledged the broader economic downsides of elevated interest rates, so it's not surprising that this decision has weighed on the ruble. However, no major shock has occurred. The ruble has simply shifted to the upper border of a narrow range between 96.63 and 97.00 per dollar. Now, there is a high probability that the currency will return to the pre-hike levels after the market digests the central bank's decision. That's all for today. Subscribe to our channel and follow changes in market sentiment with us. Any comments, questions and offers are welcomed. We wish you profitable trading and see you soon. The dollar is rising, the euro is falling, and the ruble, well, the ruble is still reeling from the Bank of Russia's unexpected policy decision.